my people? How you doing? How you doing? Can you see me? With the Gen Zs. Hello, you're welcome once again to my channel. I'm a Bohemian Honorable as always, and on here we talk about faith, family, and food. As you have seen in the title and in the thumbnail, today's topic is going to shake some tables. I'm going to be telling your teenagers some secrets that you don't want to tell them. Today I'm going to be talking about or answering. Now, this is my own opinion, and remember, this is actually a faith-based channel, so it's my own opinion, and I believe it is what it's acceptable to God. Okay, so I'm going to be answering some questions that some teenagers, in fact most of the teenagers, are itching to ask their parents, but they have not been able to. If you're a teenager, I want you guys to gather here. This is dedicated to you, and you're going to get value for it. Okay, so now if you're ready, let's go. The first question I'm going to be answering is yes. Let me tell you guys, teenagers, come. Let me adjust my seat. Now, this entire story was born out of my personal experience that I was thinking about. There are a lot of things that while I was a teenager, I wished my parents could tell me. There's some questions I wished I could ask them, but I don't get the strength, the courage to ask those kind of questions. If not, I'll receive coin. So now let me tell you why. A lot of times, actually, there are a lot of times that our parents, they don't know what to say. Actually, they don't know how to start the conversation. There is a missing link of knowledge. Okay, there's a missing link of knowledge that they don't have because they never got it from even their parents. And so they don't know how to even say it. I'm telling you, your parents don't hate you. It's just that they are not rightly, they don't have the equipment. They don't know what to say. They don't know how to say it. They just feel that, don't worry, you will know later in life. Do you understand? That is why. It's not because they are hiding anything from you. The major thing, the cocoa of the matter is because they did not train themselves. They did not train themselves to answer those questions, and that is the truth. So parents, so there is a knowledge. The Bible says that the people perish because of lack of knowledge. As a parent, it is not only about giving birth and providing food, shelter, school, clothing for your kids. Okay, that is not all there is to parenthood or parenting. Okay, there is knowledge that you need to know. There is knowledge you need to tap into. People that are well trained on how to teach parents what to do at different stages of their lives. So parents, please try to get yourself equipped. Read books, how to start conversations with your kids, how to start sex education with your kids. If you cannot go for any training on that because probably you're too busy, which you shouldn't be, please Google, try to search for books that you can read up before your kids turn that age that they will be needing that. Okay, so teenagers, back to you. The reason why your father and your mother did not tell you what to do or did not have that sex talk with you is because they don't know how. They don't know how to start it. They are not equipped. And secondly, they feel that if they tell you, it will spoil you. I'm serious. They feel like if they have a sex conversation with you, it's going to make you seem interested. So they just feel like ignorance is bliss. There's a saying that ignorance is bliss, but that's not true. At every stage, even for a toddler, there is a way you can say, you can have a sex talk with a toddler that would not be like a sex talk. Okay, there is a way you can tell or inform, give knowledge, pass knowledge to children. There is a way you pass knowledge to teenagers. There's a way you pass knowledge to youths, to preteens. Okay, so ignorance is not bliss in this our society of today. Please, you need to equip yourself. Mothers and fathers, please equip yourself on these crucial topics, on sex education, on this sexuality. I'm not saying you should go and tell them everything there is to it, but they need to hear things from you first before they start being deceived from the world. Okay, now teenagers, have you heard? Don't hate your mommy and your daddy. It's because they will do better. I promise you they will do better. Okay, now let's go to the next question. Our next question is, be honest. Do you actually know what's best for me? There's an adage that says, what a child sees, or what an adult sees when he or she is sitting down, even when a child climbs an iroko tree, that child cannot see it. That is true. I'm not going to say it's completely true, but that's partly true. The truth is that, why did I say it's partly true? Because as the world is evolving, and the pace at which the world is evolving is actually higher than the way it was before. So teenagers, my dearies, I know I love you guys so much. The truth is that because of the wealth of experience your parents have, they are able to make wiser decisions than you because they have gone through the teenage stage. Now, there is a balance to this, okay? The balance is this. The parents should be also aware that there is the things are evolving in a very high pace. Except you are a very active parents that know what's going on at every point in time, that is always researching and that is always trying to get into the know, which you should be as a parent. Except that you should give your children a little bit of allowance to explain what they need to explain what they want to do, to explain what they feel is best for them. Give them allowance to tell you what they feel is best for them, and then you can be able to guide them appropriately in the right direction. Teenagers, did I answer your question? Did I give them small touch? Yeah, I know that. So don't worry, daddy or mom is going to, from now on, give you a little bit of allowance to express yourself. And please, when they are guiding you after you finish expressing yourself, please try to understand and remember that what a adult sees when he's sitting down, a child cannot see when he climbs an iroko tree. Okay? Now, the next question is this. Why do you insist on embarrassing me? Now, the truth is that, from a mother's perspective, I don't think any mother will deliberately embarrass you as my child, okay? I cannot embarrass my child. It's just that sometimes they feel that you are still small. And what is embarrassment? How can you say you are embarrassed? What do you know that you're embarrassed about? Actually, they feel like you're still too small, like you have not reached that age of self-awareness to the fact that you need to be embarrassed, okay? And also there's another side to it. Those are for the parents that are ignorant because I don't know. So there's another side to it, okay? They feel that the things they need from you, that it's making you feel like they are embarrassing you, is going to be for your good at the end. So whether you like it or not, it's better for them to force you to do it, so that you will now see it at the end. It's true. Thank God I did it this way. Thank God I did not. You understand? So they are just trying to preempt what you would be grateful for in the future and trying to insist and thereby trying to cause a little bit of embarrassment to you. Okay, now I'm going to the parents, daddy and mommy. Look at your children. From a very tender age, nowadays, children are becoming very, very self-aware. Honestly, even my 3-4-year-old kid, he is very, very self-aware. Even babies are self-aware. So I want you to see every child of yours, whether they are teenagers, whether they are children, whether they're preteens, as full human beings that have complete emotion. And if you see them like that, you should be able to handle them with love and respect. So even though you know what they're about to do is wrong, there is a better way to approach the advice. Okay? Now, this does not now give the teenagers the leeway to do what they want. Because Proverbs chapter 23 verse 13 says, do not withhold discipline from your child. Okay, so I'm not trying to say that you should not discipline your child, or you should not correct your child, but don't do it in such a way that the child is embarrassed. So try as much as possible to do it even when it's paining the child. It shouldn't be that the child is embarrassed. Okay. Yes, and children, please listen to your parents. The Bible says in Ephesians chapter 6 verse 1, since I quoted that Proverbs, Ephesians chapter 6 verse 1 says, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right? So we should honor our parents. If you give honor to your parents, I'm not sure any parent who is rightly honored will embarrass their children. Okay? Good. Hope I answered your question, even though it's looking like I did not favor you guys, teenagers. But please take correction, okay? Now, to the next question. Next question is, when do you want us to confess all the crazy things we have done? My sisters, my teenage sisters and brothers in the Lord. Please, we don't want to know. Actually, parents, whilst they really care, okay, they don't want to be disappointed. So it's not like they don't want to know, but they are afraid of knowing those crazy things that you have done. But if you really, really feel the need to talk to them, okay, you don't need to wait for a particular time. If you really feel the need to talk to them because you have just done something that was actually crazy and you're feeling like you need to talk to your parents, please go ahead. They may feel sad because it is not something that is that you are proud of. So imagine if you're not proud of it. Imagine your parents. They may feel sad and they may react in a funny way, but at the end of the day, they will come back. They should come back to you and encourage you. Now, to the parents, please, when your kids come and tell you some things that you did not even imagine that they would do or they could do, please, whilst you're boiling with emotions and feeling like hell has let loose and all that, remember that they came to you, and as much as possible, even while you're angry, try to manage your emotions so that you will not scare your kids away. Okay? Thank you. Now, the next question is this. So long, right? How is because you said so a valid reason for me to do or not to do what you want me to do? Sometimes the Bible does not want us to ask questions, teenagers. Sometimes the questions are actually annoying. The Bible says, remember when Jesus and Mary were in the wedding feast? What did Mary tell the disciples? What did Mary tell the disciples? Can you remember? Mary just told the disciples, anything Jesus tells you to do it. Okay? Now, just imagine if Jesus had told them, fill these jars with water, and then one very smarty pants person stand and say, why are we filling them with water vessels? Is it because, is it not water, is it not where we are looking for? What will happen if, then you are now waiting for Jesus to explain those plenty explanation. Abba. So sometimes there are some critical situations you could be in that you should just immediately do that which your parents is telling you to do, even when it is inconveniencing for you, because at the end of the day it's going to be for your benefit. Okay, now let's go and meet our father and mother and tell them something, just one thing. Well, the truth is that sometimes give us small allowance to ask questions. It is when we ask questions we can know. Okay, if we don't ask questions, we would not know. There's an example of a girl that got married, and every time she's cooking, she would dust her hand in the food. She was doing it in her father's house because she saw her mother doing it. She could not ask the question, and her mother did not even explain to her why she was doing that. So when she got to her husband's house, every time she needed to cook, after she has finished putting everything, she dusted her hand, because that was what she was doing, what she was used to. She did not ask the question, nobody explained to her, and just continued that way. The husband that she got married to saw her doing that, and is charmed that this girl is doing in his food. The man had to pack her load and send her back to the parents' house. Imagine that it was then she told the mom, why she was sent back home, and the mom was on the floor crying and said, I don't do that. The reason I do that is because I'm trying to dust out the salt from my hand after I finish cooking. So it is very important that even while there are times that you just need your child to obey you, because it could be in a critical situation, or because you don't really have the strength to talk, okay? At other times, please, and most of the time, please try to explain why, and allow them to also tell you. Now, doing this will build children that are well-rounded in their life. Thank you. So the next and final question is, Mom and Dad, why do you always worry about what people will say? Why? Okay, so now let me just go straight. The truth is that we live in a communal society, and the Bible says that those who have children, they are like arrows in the quivers of their parents. Okay, they will meet with the enemy at the gate. So it's like confidence that your parents have in you. Okay, so they don't want you to do things that will cause people to start questioning their parenting skills. And you know, the society we live in, a lot of things happen like that. Okay, so just know that when your parents are saying, what will people say? It's not out of the fact that they are people pleasers. It is because, one, we live in a communal society, and secondly, they want to be always proud of you. It's not because they are people pleasers. It's just because they want to always be proud of you, and they want others to look at them as, yes, they have done a good job in raising you. So just understand them. And I know there are some decisions you need to make that are actually contrary to the norm. It is okay to make such decisions, but when they tell you that, what will people say and all that, just understand them and try to make them understand. Don't start being defensive or try to make things look like, just understand them. Thank you very much for watching. I know you had a blast. I know you had an interesting time. If you have more questions that you would want to ask your parents but you're too scared to, kindly drop it on the comment section, and definitely, if I have more questions, we'll be doing a part 2 of this. Hope you had a nice time watching. Okay, now that we are finished, now you have the time to subscribe, right? Okay, now click on the subscribe button. Thank you. Like, share, and comment. Until I come your way next time. Bye.